Insane Clown Poppy is definitely a very interesting and I think unpredictable episode of The Simpsons. This is the third episode of the 12th season. It's directed by Bob Anderson. Interestingly, it's got 7.0 out of 10 on IMDb, which is one of the lowest rated in a good while, but I actually rate it more highly than quite a lot over the last couple of seasons. So clearly, I'm not completely in agreement with a lot of people's opinions, which is absolutely fine. I find that's often the case. It starts off with a visit to a book festival, which gives us a couple of really good guest voices, including Stephen King, which is something that I found particularly interesting. And while there, we are introduced to a girl called Sophie. And it turns out that Sophie is Krusty the Clown's daughter. And what happens, first of all, is a flashback to how Krusty met Sophie's mother and how Sophie came to be, if you like. And then Krusty kind of realizes that he wants a relationship with his daughter, but he has zero ideas about how to go about doing that. And maybe mistakenly, he asks Homer for some guidance. And the episode is all about him getting to know his daughter and making some bad decisions and getting to grips with being a parent and learning that he has to put her first, at least in some circumstances. And we also obviously get a look at how it affects her emotionally when he's being a great dad. Basically when they're together, we get to see her, loving her father and then being disappointed at certain actions. And I think it's an interesting commentary on the fact that sometimes some people will suddenly become a parent overnight if they've had a long-lost child, and it can be a very difficult experience. And I think it also just highlights that being a parent is difficult. Maybe not necessarily to Krusty's extreme. I think he was in situations that the average person isn't. And I don't want to spoil by saying what I mean about that, but generally speaking, I think it's a fair commentary on parenthood and the complexity of it all, and also from both perspectives, the daughter and the father. But I thought it was really sweet. It's unpredictable. I think, the narrative's got a really great pace to it. It progresses really well. It's never plain sailing. It's never like, oh, I'm a father now, everything's amazing. There are pitfalls and learning opportunities for all parties included, I think. And I liked it. So as I said, I was quite surprised by the relatively low rating. I mean, 7 out of 10 for a feature film would be a really good rating on IMDb. But compared to the average Simpsons episode before this, it's pretty bad. But I have to say, it's an episode that I really did enjoy.